Scene 1, The Hook, visual asterisk a stormy night sky, rain lashing against the windows of a Boeing 727. Inside, a shadowy figure in a suit and sunglasses hands a note to a flight attendant. The camera zooms in on the note, asterisk I have a bomb. Asterisk narration asterisk asterisk November 24, 1971. A man in a business suit boards a plane in Portland. He orders a bourbon, lights a cigarette, and calmly hands a note to a flight attendant. When she reads it, her blood runs cold. He's not just any passenger. He's D.B. Cooper, and he's about to pull off the only unsolved skyjacking in U.S. history. By the end of the night, he'll vanish into thin air with $200,000 in cash, and no one will ever see him again. Asterisk, Scene 2, visual asterisk a vintage 1970s airport terminal. Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305 taxis on the runway. Cut to the cabin. Cooper, wearing a black tie and sunglasses, leans back in his seat, smoke curling from his cigarette. Narration asterisk asterisk Cooper wasn't violent. He wasn't erratic. He was chillingly polite. After showing what looked like a bomb in his briefcase, he made his demands, $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. The plane refueled in Seattle, passengers were released, and then, with just the crew on board, Cooper ordered the pilots to take off again. But here's where it gets wild. Somewhere over the pitch-black forests of the Pacific Northwest, at 10,000 feet, he lowered the rear stairs, and jumped. Asterisk, Scene 3, visual asterisk aerial shot of dense, fog-covered forests in Washington state. A single parachute drifts into the trees below. Cut to FBI agents sifting through mud and leaves years later, holding a rotting bundle of cash. Narration asterisk asterisk the FBI launched the biggest manhunt in aviation history. They combed the woods, tracked every lead, even tested the parachutes to see if Cooper could have survived. Then, in 1980, a kid playing by a river found something bizarre, 3 bundles of rotting $20 bills, matching the ransom serial numbers. But Cooper? Gone. No body. No gear. Just, poof. Did he survive? Did he crash? Or did he pull off the perfect crime? Asterisk, Scene 4, visual asterisk a dimly lit FBI evidence room. A grainy composite sketch of Cooper stares from a case file. Overlay, suspects, a Vietnam vet, a Boeing employee, a shady businessman, flash on screen. Narration asterisk asterisk over the years, suspects piled up. A Vietnam vet with parachute experience. A Boeing employee who knew the 727's rear stairs. Even a guy who confessed on his deathbed. But here's the kicker, none of them fit perfectly. The FBI's best guess? Cooper was ex-military, knew planes, and definitely didn't act alone. But without a body, without a clear suspect, the case went ice cold. Asterisk, Scene 5, OUTRO, visual asterisk a lone parachute caught in tree branches, swaying in the wind. The camera pulls back to reveal endless wilderness. Narration asterisk asterisk so where's D.B. Cooper? Buried in the woods? Living under a new identity? Or did he pull off the greatest disappearing act in history? One thing's for sure, this mystery isn't going anywhere. What's your theory? Drop it in the comments. And if you love unsolved cases, hit subscribe. Because on Cold Open, the truth is always stranger than fiction. Asterisk.